to be doing something a little different this month. I think it was when I started my channel, I was doing wrap-ups and TBR separately, and I'm going to do that again occasionally, especially with months where I have like a really ambitious, over-the-top TBR, so I'm just going to do the wrap-up portion. So the first book I finished in September was Bloodbound by Patricia Briggs. I gave this 4 out of 5 stars. I liked this one a little bit less than I liked the first one, but I do plan to continue on in the series, which is going to make my friend Fox really happy, and now that I filmed this, I can finally give her a copy back. I like where the series is progressing. I do like we get to delve into some characters that we didn't get to see very much of in the first one, like Stefan, so I'm kind of easing my way into this series, not going like full force ahead with like reading books back to back to back, taking it kind of a little more slowly. The next book I listened to on audiobook, and that was Secret of Shadow Ranch by Carolyn Keene, book 5 in the Nancy Drew series. This actually I think was my least favorite of the Nancy Drews I've read so far. I think I either gave it 4 or 3 out of 4 stars on Goodreads, but I think I might be bumping it down to 3 stars. I know a lot of people really like this one the most, and I guess I'm just an unpopular opinion in that matter. I didn't like it as much, which is kind of sad, but the next book I completed was Gentleman's Guide to Vice and Virtue. I checked it out from the library and read it. So I know a lot of people really love this book, and I love certain aspects of this book, but it wasn't, for me, I feel like it was overhyped for me, and so I didn't enjoy it nearly as much as probably others have. I gave it a 3.5 out of 5 stars. I really like Felicity and Percy. I'm a little more on the fence on Monty, and I know he's meant to be an unlikable character in the beginning, but I feel like there should have been put more push for his redemption towards the end instead of it all just happening suddenly at the very last moment of the novel. Next, I finished Midnight Secretary Volume 7. This is the last volume in the series. This manga series is highly adult with explicit sex, so fair warning for that it is an older read. I gave it 3.5 out of 5 stars. I liked it, but it didn't feel like a concluding volume of the manga. We get more questions than there are answers, and I feel like it was kind of anticlimactic at the end of all of it. So next I read While the Duke Was Sleeping by Sophie Jordan, which is the first in the Rogue Files. I did like this a lot, more than I think I probably should. It's a very entertaining, fast-paced read. I give it 4 out of 5 stars. With some romance novels, consent can be kind of hazy, and I don't like that at all. And in this one, there's a very heavy line drawn in the sand, and the male protagonist actually listens when she says stop, which I think is very important. So overall, I really enjoyed this. I also read Food Wars Volume 4. I liked this. I liked it a little bit less than the previous volume. Still very good, and I am planning to continue on in this series. One book that I DNF'd this month was The Love Interest. I couldn't get into this. It was something that, based off the synopsis, I thought I was going to really enjoy, and I don't know if it's just because I was trying to read the ebook and I'm not an ebook person, if the audiobook might be different. I will try it again in the future, but I don't know if this book is actually for me, which is kind of sad because I was really looking forward to it. So this is my small stack of books I've read this month. I will see you in the next video, which will hopefully be my TBR for October. See you next time. Bye!